Hey guys, this is Gamer Cow. Welcome back to Super Mario Land, assuming this is coming out. I still have not obviously done that. I'm going to record a lot of these and then see whether or not I actually want to put them up at the end, because, well, I think I explained that last time. But last time I was in a not sleepy state because it was just late at night, so I didn't want to be too loud or anything. So, we managed to get a couple levels done before we showed off a secret exit as well, and I need to change my view so that I can see, proper 3D stuff here. So, Toad over here is going to go ahead and put a star coin down if we go ahead and, speak to him. So, star coin is over there. Let's go ahead and get that. I keep pressing R for run because I'm too used to Monster Hunter at this point. These blocks return. I did not get a good reward out of that, but that's fine. Still get some coins for it, which is whatever. And yeah, I don't think you can pick up shells and stuff in this game, so that's kind of cool. Mystery boxes do appear in the main stages as well. There is actually nothing down there. I just wanted to make sure. But yeah. Mystery boxes are here. You only have 10 seconds to get all of the stuff within them. And, well, it's an unlimited coin stock at the very least, which is kind of cool. But no star coin in there, so whatever. Also, these are, I believe they're called Biddy Buddies, and they are first in this game, if I remember rightly. I don't believe they showed up before now. Also, kind of a first in this game is this moving platform, like switching over here, and that's also pretty neat. So, you can ground pound these things in if you want, and you can get yourself a leaf here. I'm going to stick with a fire flower, I think, at the moment, because, I mean, if I need the... Well, there's a fire flower over there too. I forgot how generous the early game was in this. You could see maybe there's actually a little gap in here, which should lead to an extra life right there, which is pretty cool. You do have to go out the same way again, so... That's a neat little touch. There's a star coin down there you can just about make out on the top of that. And I think that's the idea of going this way. So let's just have our leaf out as safety. I don't really need it, but I do want to make sure I actually grab that. That's actually the third star coin, so I did miss one. Which is okay. I probably should just come back into the stage a bit anyway. This stuff is a lot easier to see on 3D than it is in 2D because, those blocks actually do pop out, which is kind of neat. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the stage. You can get yourself the gold flag very easily there. And, well, we just need to quickly go ahead and find the second star coin in the stage, because I didn't really do that. But that's fine. These stages are pretty short. There's one thing that I do quite like about this game, is that the stages are compact for the most part. None of them are really going to take you like 100 to, like, I say 100. None of them are really going to take you like 5 minutes to complete, which is great. Because it is a portable game. You do kind of want it to be replayable, so it's kind of neat. Can I get... I still get the mushroom. I was hoping to get the star there, but whatever. I guess the question is there actually something here which I just didn't realise that's worth checking out? If there's... No, there's not. Okay. Although there is that, so maybe there is? I don't know. If that's where the star coin is, that'd be kind of mean, but whatever. It's no odds to me. So hopefully we can just go ahead and find it. It must be, yeah, there we go. It's just here. We never actually explored this part, so that makes sense that it'd be there. You can get yourself a star and just run through this section, which is kind of cool. And if you do kill all of the Biddy Buddies, then you get yourself an extra life, which is neat. And the final coin is there. So that's neat. we'll explore the second half here just so you can see. Red coin generators are back as well. This is kind of a staple for the series at this point. 5 red coins. If you get them all, then you get yourself a power up. And in this case, it's just going to be an extra life, which is going to fall off the edge because it is a jerk. Good job, extra life. But yeah, you'll get yourself a power up, which in my case would have been the Tanuki, but I already have that. So yeah, just a very quick finish at a stage. You can get some coins if you want, and yeah, if you fall from too far, then you have to land properly first. So try not to fall from too far either. If you're going to, then ground pound so that you can jump straight away, and that makes it a lot easier, you know, to navigate with speed. And of course, who doesn't want to navigate with speed, right? So you do actually need a certain number of star coins in order to progress through this game. So that is one of the big reasons to collect them, but you don't need that many. So I imagine speedruns of this game would be interesting in that sense, because you would be just trying to get the minimum number of star coins, and rooting that would be pretty good. I know in 3D World that's pretty cool, as a, you know, getting the green star routes and stuff going. So the last level introduced us to these platforms. This level is going to introduce us to some of the more creative stuff that you can do with these platforms. So you can get yourself another leaf there. I actually do quite like having the fire flower at the moment, so I don't really care too much about getting that. You can get yourself some extra coins if you want. You could probably hit a Goomba as well if you want, but I don't really care. And if you come across this, the geysers will actually push your platform around, which is pretty cool. And this is where we're just going to slow down very briefly so I can hit all the blocks, because you never know what's in the blocks. Sometimes you do actually get stuff in them. I really don't care for an extra life, not an extra life, an extra coin there. Like one solitary coin is really not going to be the end of the world. Can I actually make it up here if I use the bat flip? That is the question. Yes, you can. Is there any reason to go up here? Absolutely not. But it looked cool, and that's all that matters, right? So you can see there was a star coin down there. We are going to have to backtrack as soon as we get there. There's a thing, piranha plant trying to spit fire at us. I don't really care. Do watch the end of that, because that platform will fall off the edge if you are not careful. They will not fall off of the edges with the blocks to the side of them though, so that's kind of cool. Then we have a mystery house that actually contains stuff here, which is kind of neat. You can get lots of extra coins off of that. I will actually pick up the leaf this time, I think, though, because I mean, having the leaf in this game is the super leaf is just incredibly powerful. So having that around is just extremely good. So the last star coin you obviously grab by doing that, and then you can fall back down. And really, it's not too bad from here. You can get some extra time if you go this way. 100 seconds if you want that for some reason. I don't know quite why you need that much time, but hey, maybe you're taking a very, very, very leisurely stroll through this, or maybe you're panicking too much because it's all over a bottomless pit. I don't know, and I am not here to judge. So yeah, we'll get sent really, really far with that. We will not get sent to the point where we could actually get up onto that platform though, so that's whatever. And you can actually get up there though by going from here and floating along, and that will get you some extra coins. There's not really anything else to go up there for, but hey, the extra coins are kind of neat in their own right. So then the get to the flagpole is kind of done using these platforms as well. Get a little bit of momentum going off them so you can get yourself the flagpole, and yeah, that is basically that level in a nutshell. It's a fun little romp stuff. Obviously this game does get quite hard later on, and it's harder than it looks by default, simply because of the nature of the 3DS circle pad. You cannot use the D-pad for this game, even if you wanted to, which would be kind of awkward to do in the first place, but the D-pad does not work because it is very slight camera control. And there's not really any point going in the mushroom house at the moment because I am not missing an item, so I will save it for later because they are a limited resource in this game. And that is kind of awkward, so yeah, let's not bother with that. So first castle-like place with these I don't know what these guys are called, but they're little dragon things. They're kind of cool. You can knock them out pretty easily, you know, you can jump on them and all the usual stuff there. Powder bars, fire bars, you know, rotating stuff, jump over that in order to grab the star coin. You know, pretty standard fare. Dry bones, you can knock them all over the place with stuff. You can kind of skip up here if you want. Doesn't really make too much of a difference, you just don't have to wait for the platform. There's hammer bars, which is an interesting thing in the first castle, but they act basically the same as the hammer bars from the Mario Galaxy 2 game, so that's kind of cool. And this is exactly what I'm talking about when I mention issues with the circle pad and stuff. I was definitely not, in my mind, jumping that way. I was jumping horizontal. So that's going to happen quite a bit if I do play this game, because, I don't know, something about the circle pad is just not supremely accurate to me. Anyway, one of these mushrooms is not like the others, so go ahead and grab yourself that. These ones, I'm pretty sure they just, yeah, they don't actually have anything in them. You can see the end goal of everything here if you want. You can actually go ahead and take a look and see that is where we are heading. So that is there. There is no toad up there though, so that's fine. And with all the star coins in tow, we can keep on trucking, bounce off the dude, and there's Bowser! And as you can see, Bowser actually has learned a thing or two here. He has a Tanuki tail, so he's actually used an item at this point. And I just missed my jump there. That's the... like, as fancy as it looks, I don't find the long jump and stuff to be super useful here. I mean, stuff like that can happen way, way, way too often with this. I forget, is there an item, like, here? No, okay. So that's alright. I mean, I don't need a power-up or anything for this. I just wasn't sure if there actually was one there. You can still grab this extra life, though, so that's kind of okay. And that pigeon outside is still being annoying. Whatever. Does not matter. So, yeah, deaths are gonna happen, and it's gonna be fun. I might actually just use the Tanuki tail when we get across to the end of this. But yeah, very clearly you're supposed to wait there so that you can get up there. You see, Toad is actually stuck in the castle, so we do need to go ahead and save Toad. And yeah, Bowser's trying to be his usual ineffectual self with that. And yeah, we need to not get caught in fire, and just wait until he jumps to the side a bit, and just run past him. He can jump on you if you're not careful there though, so you do have to be sort of careful about that. For some reason the switch took a while to trigger there. I don't quite know what was up with that, but yeah, Bowser is actually not a Bowser, he's a Goomba. Oh man, so yeah, this is kind of going back to the original games and stuff that way, where Bowser's actually not himself. So yeah, he's using like magic to transform himself or something. And yeah, you can bounce off of people and stuff that way, which is kind of fun. And with that done, that basically concludes World 1. And we get ourselves a gold flag, which is good, because repeating these stages can be kind of annoying. So yeah, that is World 1 done. However, to end this, I think there's one interesting glitch I have been made aware of by, you know, like watching other YouTube stuffs that I want to try out before we go any further. The game has just saved, so I'm going to quickly take a look and see if I can trigger this, and if I can, I will show the results. So I will be back in a bit. Okay, so I can't do it. There's supposed to be like a specific point on the bridge that you jump from, and that would let you make it so that Bowser doesn't actually get to the end of the bridge by the time you hit the switch, and if that happens, he dies off screen, but Mario can't move afterwards for some reason, like it soft locks the game. Which I thought would have been super cool to show off, but apparently I'm incapable of doing that, so that's pretty great. Oh well, never mind. I don't exactly know where to do the tricks. That's a thing. Anyway, you can see the constellations in the background are kind of cool, and yeah, we're getting ourselves Goombaized, like tail stuff and everything. Again, it's a bit of a shame that you can't see these in 3D because like the leaves popping out and that front Goomba, the one in front of Bowser popping out is really nice, but that's just one of those things with having to do stuff in 2D. Anyway, with that said, World 2 is coming up next time, so this has been GamerCow playing Super Mario 3D Land, and next time we take on the second world. You can see these worlds are not as large as a typical Mario game stuff, that way they're not like 8-10 levels long, they are 5 at most. 4 levels usually plus like 4 or 5 levels plus a boss level, so that's good. There's a fair few worlds in these things that go on for too long, but this being a portable game, I guess it has shorter stuff that way, which I am a-okay with. This game's got like a 10 bazillion million post game count and stuff. So see you guys next time for World 2.